Hi everyone, Radhe Radhe. Oh my goodness, it's been 2.5 days since I've shot my last video and it feels like it's been ages. Oh, let me reduce this so you can hear me better. Yeah, it feels like it's been ages. I am back from Vrindavan and I am back home at my mom's place in Delhi. So I am very scared of shooting this video and talking about it, and let me explain why. So I feel like I've put a lot of pressure on myself. It's like I've gone to Vrindavan, I've spent 3 days there. I should have had some really profound experiences and really profound, insights or bhakti, leaps in bhakti or something. And I'm the same, like nothing really has changed. I've been to Vrindavan and that's it. And I've had experiences. I've had many different kinds of experiences, but like nothing life changing, profound like that. So I'm feeling a little bit scared to talk to you guys and to share my experiences because it's a lot of it were me having walls up like all the time because I was I kept feeling like people were trying to take and extract, so I had a lot of walls up. So I wasn't really able to access, I feel, I mean, the idea that I had in my mind that I would be able to access a little more of the bhakti and prem of Radha Krishna while there, I wasn't really able to access as much. I think I've heard from other people as well. I think I'll be able to have better conversations with them now because I'll be able to understand what they were saying. Because I think people tried to talk to me about it and tell me about it, and I didn't quite understand. So, yeah, I mean, I don't know. Maybe, I mean, I'm going to keep going there because I know that it's there, it exists, it just exists on a whole different plane, and I'm not able to access that whole different plane because I'm just stuck at this very high level superficial plane where I'm like, okay, I need to handle this somehow. I need to handle this, people constantly trying to extract something or the other. But they were really good. So I attended Mangal Aarti in ISKCON, and that was such a beautiful experience because it was filled. The huge hall was packed with people from 4:15 to 5:15. They have this Mangal Aarti in the mornings, and it was full. And everybody was just chanting after the Mangal Aarti was over. People just sitting there, walking around or sitting or whatever, and just chanting with their bead bags and beads and yeah, I chanted as well. Um, I um, I bought this Rudraksha beads which I'm very happy about and a bead bag. I love red, so I bought this red bead, so it just makes me feel good. The whole thing now makes me feel good when I look at it. I'm like, okay, it feels great. Um, so yeah. um, Yeah, it was beautiful. I went to Krishna Janbhoomi, which is the place where Krishna was actually born in the jail, and I touched the stone there, and it felt so good to do that. And I went to Prem Mandir, which was the most profound. The ISKCON temple did not have Radha Krishna as the center. It's a Krishna Balram temple. So the center deities are Krishna and Balram, and then Radha Krishna are on the side a little bit. So it didn't feel as like I love the environment, but the temple itself I didn't connect with as much. But Prem Mandir, it's by this other person called Kripalu some Jagan, I don't know, someone. So he had the Radha Krishna front and center on two different places, on the ground floor as well as on the floor above the ground floor. I'm saying that because in India it's called first floor, in US it's called the second floor, so I don't know what to call it. So I'm just saying the ground floor and the floor above the ground floor, and both Radha and Krishna were front and center there, and I connected with them, especially the one above the ground floor on the top on the up upper floor, that resonated with, that felt very merciful. Both of them were just like, giving blessings, and it felt very, very merciful. We weren't allowed to take photos, so I wasn't able to take photos, but it was beautiful. It was so beautiful. um, yeah, and the Krishna Janmabhoomi, where Krishna was actually born, that was amazing. um, okay, so let me go to the next verse, verse 69, chapter 2, and sing that. या निशा सर्वभूतानां तस्यां जागर्ति संयमी यस्यां जागृति भूतानि सा निशा पश्यतो मुनेः. So what this means, let me read the translation out first. What is night for all beings is the time of awakening for the self-controlled, and the time of awakening for all beings is night for the introspective sage. So the translation is fairly straightforward, the literal translation, but the meaning of it um, seems to be very different from the literal translation. So let's read the literal translation. Ya Nisha Sarva Bhutanam, what is night for all living entities, Bhutanam, Tasyam Jagarti Sanyami. In that, Jagarti is wakeful, Sanyami the self-control. Sanyam is control, self-control in Hindi. So, and Jagna is waking in Hindi. So, Tasyam, in that, the self-controlled is awake. So, what is night for everyone, in that the self-controlled person is awake. Yasyam Jagarti Bhutani. Yasyam Jagarti Bhutani. Yes, yeah, in which Jagarti Bhutani, in which all are awake, all beings are awake, that time when all beings are awake, Sa Nisha Pashyato Muni, that Sa Nisha, night, Pashyato for the introspective, Muni in Hindi is sage, so Muni is sage. So for that is night for the introspective sage. Now, so that's basically pretty simple, right? What is night for everyone is awake time for the self-controlled. What is awake time for everyone is night for the sage. So this is a metaphorical verse, is what Chaitanya Charan Prabhu is saying. It's not that you stay awake all night and you sleep all day because everybody is sleeping all night, and it's not like that. It's not chronological or time based. It's not clock based. It's not whatever geographically based. It is what is day for spiritualists is self-realization, chanting, read scripture, develop their relationship with Krishna, and they get newer and newer happiness in that relationship with Krishna. This is incomprehensible for the materialistic people. So basically what he's saying is people, like, it's saying um, control your senses and don't go after the materialistic things, because when you do that, when you go after the materialistic things, then it's like opposing from the spiritualist things if you go after the materialistic things. So this has been a little bit hard for me to understand, because in the personal growth world, it's different. It doesn't follow this, but I think I don't know. I might be understanding maybe some moments of it or some glimpses of it. Um, like the things that I used to be super duper excited about 20 years ago, 25 years ago, I'm not very excited about them now. They don't, and then I realize when the things that I used to be excited about as a kid, I would get so excited about these little things. And oh, when I would go to Hallmark or Archie's or something, these stores, I would be like, when I'm older and I have all the money in the world, I'm going to buy the entire store because I love it so much. And then when I became older, it didn't matter. None of those things mattered, and I didn't want to buy all of those things. So these kinds of things are what I'm talking about, and I of course still do. I love to buy things, but the attraction towards them has reduced for me, and I don't know if it's because I don't know why that is. It's just because I've grown up, I suppose. I mean, that's maybe like the materialist versus spiritualist thing. So it's not that I don't have the desire for materialistic things. It's just I think I understand what they're saying, because there is deeper joy in sharing kindness with someone than there is in purchasing the perfect thing, you know? So if we can understand that, like if we can understand that a moment shared, a heartfelt, deep heartfelt moment shared with someone means more than whatever purchases that we can make, then we can understand this concept of spiritual love and spiritual joy being different from material joy. So maybe it's in that vein, basically. Maybe it's in that direction. Um, yeah, okay. So, yeah, that's it for today. Um, I did take some clips as promised for in Vrindavan. I didn't take too many. Maybe I'll have at least one or two. I might have more. I'm not sure. I took a lot of clips in Prem Mandir outside. We're not allowed to take videos and photos inside the temple, so I didn't do that. But outside I did. So I will upload. I will sanitize those and make sure I find the right ones and the appropriate ones, and I'll upload one or two on a different playlist, and so you can experience Vrindavan as well, to a little bit, teensy little bit extent. Okay, so we will end for today. We'll do chapter 2, verse 70 tomorrow, and we're almost done with this chapter. We're going to be starting chapter 3 soon. We're almost done with what is considered to be the crux of the Gita, the crux chapter of the Gita. I think that it's not. I think that the bhakti sections, the bhakti chapters, are probably going to be pretty intense. I think this is just the beginning, but yeah, people have all kinds of interpretations, and so I'm just telling you what a common popular interpretation is. Okay, wish you all a very, very beautiful day. Radhe Radhe.